Hi, Isabel. My name is Kayla. I'm going to be your licensed clinical social worker. Um, Thank you for filling out those consent forms that I sent you ahead of time. Those are really great. Do you have any questions about the consent form that I sent you?
No. Thank you for sending it to me so there's something else I don't have to worry about. I'm just stressed. I'm really stressed. So, did I fill out everything okay? Did I miss anything?
No, but I just want to let you know what the consent forms are for again, just so you are aware. So the first consent form is just my sessions are recorded, but the only person that sees the sessions is myself and my boss. Unless you do say something that you're harming yourself or others, I do have to share it just to let you know. So that is like a video consent form right here. And the other form that you signed is a consent form for confidentiality. So, again, anything that we talk about in my office is just between the two of us, unless it's harming yourself or others. But other than that, nothing leaves my office, whatever we discuss. So, I just want to make sure you look at that as well, make sure that's okay.
Do I have to be recorded?
Yes, for the sessions, yes, just so for my notes to go over, and if there's anything that I have to research on my part as your clinical social worker, like if you're looking for programs for yourself or if you have children, it's just so I can go back on my notes to see like what exactly you're looking for, so I can come back better as your social worker and be like, this is what I found, that's what you're looking for in your example.
Okay. I need some help because I'm stressed. So, if you got to record it, you got to record it. I'm stressed.
Yes, so that's why we're here. But I'm glad that you signed us. So please tell me what's going on. You said you're really stressed out. So tell me about Isabel.
So, I have two children. I'm not with their dad. I really don't have no help. Their grandparents are not around because we had a fight. I used to go to church, but I don't anymore. I believe in God, but it's just so much pressure with the children, being a single mother and not having any support. And my kids don't seem happy. And I think it's because their dad is not around, but I can't do anything about it. It's just a lot. Everything just falls on me. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what suggestions. I'm worried about my children not doing well, and soon it's gonna affect. I'm worried about them in school and friends, and just all the weight of all the responsibilities of having these two kids all by myself. I, mm, I don't
Okay.
know.
I hear you as well. Is it okay if I touch your leg?
Sure.
Okay. I just want to take a brief breath for a second. Thank you for telling me. So with your kids, do you have a boy and a girl, two boys?
I got a boy and a girl.
Okay. What grade is your children, the boy and girl, and who's the oldest?
My son is the oldest. He's in the sixth grade. My daughter's in the fourth grade.
Okay. And then you said you're no longer with the children's father.
That's right. We're
And
not
then
together. We got a divorce.
it seems like you were close with your parents. Just right now, you're not.
Well, my parents are old fashioned. They don't believe in divorce. Whatever's going on in a marriage, they think you should stay married. So, because I told them I couldn't stay married because of the things that were going on in the house and I wasn't happy, they don't want to speak to me now because I did go through a divorce. I gotta. I gotta be happy, right? Shouldn't I be happy?
Right, that is correct. You should
So
be
they
happy.
not speaking to me because I went through the divorce. Now I don't have nobody. I don't have him, and I don't have them. So now what? All I got is my kids, and
Right, and
everything
your
falls on
kids are
me.
the most important thing as well as you're the most important thing. Are you currently working right now? I haven't heard you
Yes,
say
I
anything.
have a job, but I got to make sure that I get the kids to school before I get to work. Then I got to get to work on time to pick them up from they luckily they can go to after school care. so I can work my 8 hours so I can get a full paycheck. Because if I couldn't get a full paycheck, that would be another story. Then I have to worry about,
Okay.
no
Okay.
money.
Let's not stress about that, Isabel. Okay. So right now it seems like you're stressed out because right now just everything falls on you, especially right now since you are not talking to your parents just because they don't agree with what you had to do for yourself and for your children. But it seems like your kids are in school, they have aftercare, you got a job, which is really great. So, what services are you looking for me as your social worker right now?
I don't know what I do have a job, and I'm just barely making it. I can't do anything extra for the kids. There's no, trips or anything. So if there's any supplements you can give me, I have health care, but it's minimum. So if I go to the doctor, my copay is ridiculous. So I don't want them to get sick. I try to give them vitamins and everything. So I just, I'm making it just paycheck to paycheck. But if my car breaks down or somebody gets sick or I don't go to work, then I don't have no money.
Right.
So I don't know what you could do to help me reduce my rent, something. I don't know.
Okay. So, you need some more help. So, with healthcare, and you're looking more for like, are you looking for more money for job wise? Like, are you looking for a new job, or are you trying to see how you can ask your current job for a potential raise or how to get a raise?
I'll take either one. More money with better benefits would be good. I mean, whatever. But, if I can't take off, I can't afford to take off to go on an interview. I mean, because I won't get paid if I don't go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to use my time because if the kids get sick, I need to have my time for them. So,
sorry to interrupt. Can I ask what you do for work?
I'm a secretary. I work in an office. I'm an administrative assistant, so I take notes and do the scheduling and all that. And I type up stuff and put stuff in the mail and go drop off stuff and just stuff like that. That's all I do.
Okay. And then can I ask about your educational background?
I started college. I'm like maybe 2 or 3 classes away from getting my 2-year degree. But again, I can't afford to pay for the classes now since I'm divorced. So I don't know if they give me some money. But then I don't have nobody to watch the kids when I go to my class. And I hate to take them with me to school at night. I don't know. If I can finish, I might be able to get, be able to ask my boss for more money. And I know that. But I don't know how I'm going to pay for it.
Right. So I hear your situations and everything that's going on. What I think we can work on and I can help you work on is I feel like your best bet right now with the health insurance. I can look into that to see if there's different insurance without your job that can be more and your co-pays possibly cannot be high, but that's I'm gonna say a little hard just because your insurance is with your job and insurances are very different and hard to come by.
So, but I can always cancel my insurance at my job if you can get me better insurance.
Let's not do that yet. Let me look at the options out there to see what's good for you, but also what's good for your children as well. So let's not do that right away. But I also think would be a great idea is to look into finishing these 2 to 3 classes to get your two-year degree, because that can definitely help you probably get more money within your company to show them like you're giving them an initiative, like I finished my 2-year degree. Is there, and we can work on asking them to give you like a more increase and more responsibility so you can have better pay, which maybe also can lead to better insurance as well, since you're being a secretary and taking notes. I know that's...
So who's going to pay for, where the money coming from to pay for these classes?
So we're going to look into scholarships. So that's what's going to ask you, what school were you at, that we can look at scholarships for them.
I was at the community college. It's not far from my job, so that was another thing. It was close to my job, so when I got off work, I could just go there. But then I had somebody to pick up the kids. Now I don't have nobody to pick up the kids, so I got to still feed them dinner and then try to get to class. And I don't know, the money driving up and down, that's more gas money. I don't know. I don't
Right.
know.
So, Isabel, how about we make this a deal or work on this? I will actually, let's start with this. With you, let's look and see if you can go back into your community college and see if you can sign up for those 3 classes, see how much they are, but also ask them, do they have any scholarships, and see, let them know like you are a single mother and you are working full time, to see if they can get scholarships or anything like that. But you can also ask, look around your job, because sometimes when you do go back to your school, your jobs do give like scholarships out to help pay for the classes as well. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yes, I could do that. I could do that.
Okay.
I could find out. But if they need money, what am I supposed to do? Because I don't have any extra money.
Right. So, well, on my part, as your licensed clinical social worker, I'm going to look into see about insurance, but I'm also going to look for outside scholarships within your background to see like what could help and pay, see how much they're willing to pay for classes. So that's going to be my job. And then I'm also going to look to see about some after school programs or people that babysit, maybe to help you if you have a late class, depending on the school schedule, to see if you want to go back to school. So I'm also going to look into that to see like if everything does turn out good and you do like the plan, we can go on to the next step and like make sure your kids are situated for after school when school starts. So we're going to start slow, but I hope that will help at least calm the stress down just a little bit while we're working on a new plan for you.
Okay. That will help some, and maybe my kids will get better if they see I'm going to school. They going to school. I don't know, but I'll try anything. I'm willing to try. Thank you. I'll see what happens.
Oh, sorry. Is there anything else that I can help you though with, Isabel, during the session?
Not today. I think we that's enough. I can't take no more. That's all I can do. I can call the people and see what they say. And when am I coming back?
So we can schedule an appointment now, like what's best for your schedule. We'll look at my planner too, and we can schedule a session. We can make it as soon as possible. Like we can make it a few days to give you some time, a week, since you did come in involuntary by like you needed help because of your stress. So like we can plan out the sessions as much as you need, and I'll be also giving you my contact information if you needed to come in earlier or just things are more stressed and you just need to reach out to me via email. I'm also available via email. And then if it's emergency, we do have an emergency hotline for that as well. So you can always get in contact with me, but also my office as well if I'm unavailable.
Okay, I need more than a couple days because it's gonna take a week. I gotta figure out who I gotta talk to at the school, and I hope I don't have to go down there. I hope I can just do it over the phone, during my lunch hour.
So let's go ahead and we'll schedule this meeting. We'll make sure I'll write down everything just to remember for you, but as well, and I'll give you my card. So if you when you need to get in contact to me, you can. And it was great meeting you, Isabel.
It was nice meeting you. Thank you. I hope I wasn't too much.
No, you're great.
Thank you.